Welcome, guys, to my Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 2 recap and review. Sorry to be late, guys. I was taking notes as fast as I could, and then I looked up, and the time was after 11. So, we are here, and I am happy to be here. We had another, I feel like, great episode of Love Island tonight. I'm still on this ride. I'm like, okay, I love Island. I'm not saying I love everything that happened at the end of the episode, but I'm saying I'm still really on board. So
that's people on Twitter were saying it was a boring episode. I was like,
I knew they were going to say that. I didn't even have to go, and I knew they were going to say that.
That's why I just rely on y'all to tell me what's going on over there. I can't do it.
I was like, it wasn't boring.
It wasn't boring at all, actually.
It wasn't boring at all. I'm telling you.
Messy at the end.
What was messy? I laughed.
If it was boring, I would have been done my notes, but I'm sitting here trying to catch everything because I felt like a lot was going on.
There was so many conversations.
Yes.
I think why they're thinking it's boring is because they don't know everybody yet. So it's kind of like getting to know new couples, new people, new dynamics. So they're probably thinking like the 4 dates that went on with like the other villa crew. That's kind of just like boring, more getting to know you stuff. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't boring at all. It's just new people. Like this is the beginning. It's the progression. This is how it starts.
There was a lot of making out. Like what was boring?
That kiss at the end with Gabriel, that was excessive though. That was like
a 7-minute long kiss.
He went in.
Like, come on now, come on. Wrap this up. Come on. You picked her. You can kiss her in the bed tonight. Like, wrap this shit up. Like, I'm sorry. I was
okay,
we understand.
I felt like he was just trying to rub it in whoever face of course he didn't know who it was, but whoever was with her, it was like he was just trying to rub it in their face because it wasn't necessary.
Did you expect him to?
She could have broke it off too. She could have just stopped it too.
Did you expect him to unbutton his shirt for a third time?
That's his move.
That man is that. I hope she know that man is there to ruin her life. He is there to play games.
I mean, based on his conversation with Trinity,
ruin your life, child.
That combo with Trinity told me.
That combo with Trinity told us everything. But before we dive right in, let me introduce my panel of friends. So we have Danita here.
Hey.
And Chantel from Reality Realness and Miss T Joy as always. Welcome back, ladies. Listen, I knew they were gonna say it was boring because there was a lot of information, but I'm writing it all down because this is prepping me for how things are about to go down.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we got to know personalities that we never got to know before. I know Bryce grew up in Hawaii and Vegas, and like we learned a lot about Kata.
Yeah.
Bryce we already pretty much knew because we got a bit of his intro. We got his profile ahead of time, but we really didn't get that for Kata because the way she came in, the way that they put her up on social media, they didn't give us a lot of information about Kata. So it was like really learning Kata, learning whether or not she was going to actually match energies with any of these guys. And then learning, like, listen, I knew Gabriel was going to pick somebody and he was going to pick the person who gave him, in my opinion, the most physicality.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how you want it.
And that's what we got.
That's what we got.
Yeah. Welcome, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Rachel says, "Hey, ladies, none of these couples are making it to week 3. I'm seeing a lot of switch ups, so I'm excited."
I actually don't necessarily see a
know.
We'll see. It can go either way.
Yeah. Kay is here. Kay says, "Hello, ladies in chat. I hope you're all doing well." Haley is here. Hey, Haley. And Bolt is here. Bryce is just boring.
Bryce looks disheveled. I'm like, he just put
Somebody on Twitter said, "What in the Teen Beach movie?" And some picture they posted of him from that episode.
Poor Bryce. So we do start off where we left off, which is Ari at the doors with the remaining Islanders, and she announces that choices were made, and there are people who are no longer here at all. And people seem shocked at that, and I'm just like, well, you knew your boys left. The girls didn't leave, but apparently they were shocked. And that people aren't at their doors that were there before. And she goes through each couple and has them open the door. So first, she had Sincere open his door for Melanie. And of course, they are both very happy to still be there, to have chosen each other. They kiss, and Melanie said she was a little nervous, but Sincere is super excited.
Yes.
He's so cute with how much he's kind of googly eyes over her.
Mm-hmm.
I just like seeing when men are open with their feelings towards a woman. Like it's so just refreshing to see that him like giggling about her, and even later on talking about like how like even Kenzie is saying that his face lights up when he talks about her. Like that's amazing. I love that. So whatever happens with their relationship, I'm glad we're getting a little bit of this right now, because it's just really, really nice to see somebody that's willing to be open about their feelings about a woman. Yeah. Especially early on.
Like he gives Ty, but a grown Ty, in that he gives her security, I feel like. Like he's very open. Because I feel like Ty would tell Ella he liked her, but he wouldn't like tell her he liked her. If you understand the difference, like
we knew he wasn't lying,
right?
It was like
it's
but
like
he still wanted to maintain this image and be hard. You know what I mean?
The F-boy hard, bad boy.
And I don't feel like he does that about Sammy, like so far that we're seeing. So I do think he has grown so much. But
I'm not interested in that couple. I'm so
I don't care about the couple.
I don't.
Ty, Sammy and Ty. Okay, yeah.
But Jessica says Ty played a lot of games. He liked to rile up Ella, and that's because that's what Aries and Taurus like to do with each other. Yeah. But he also, you could tell he liked her, but he just never made her feel secure enough in that situation.
He wanted to keep her on her toes the whole time.
So again, when she went to Casa and did what she did, I very much understood her decision making in that. First of all, it was somebody she already knew coming into the show. And so she knew what she was going to get. And with Ty, you just never know what you're going to get. I feel like Sincere's the total opposite right now. We know what we're going to get from him. I do feel like if he switches, he will run and go tell and make sure that they, just by the way that he I feel like was going with the Sean and Beatrice situation, even the Kenzie and Zach situation, I do feel like he would be open and be like, okay, I like her, so I'm gonna pursue her. That don't mean that it's just done with us, but that's what I'm gonna do, whether she likes it or not. But he will make it known that that's what
he didn't like. That no conversation was had.
That's what I'm saying. That seems to be his line. Like, okay, if you're going to explore, fine, but you needed to have the conversation that there was some sort of doubt, or at least be upfront and honest about what the situation was.
But it was clear that there wasn't enough time for that. And like the producers made it pretty impossible to have any conversations. So.
And Kenzie is not, and I don't know if it's her age, she's not viewing it like that at all. She feels like Zach just straight up lied to her. But it's like, I feel like if you look at the conversation that Sean, Casey, and Sincere had, where they're like, oh my God, I feel so bad for Kenzie, like that's so terrible, what happened to her. Then you hear the conversation where they sit down on the balcony and Kenzie's telling them that Zach told her he was into darker features, and Sincere's like, oh, he straight up told you that? And she's like, yeah. And then they kind of calmed down. And I'm like,
because they're like, he told you. He
She's like,
told
Like,
you.
oh, he told you.
I always get with cheaters. He did not cheat on you. Like, calm it down. Calm
And it's
it
like,
all
well,
the way
then he
down.
told you. He told
Calm
you.
it all the
Okay, so he gave you a heads up. Beatrice didn't
Exactly.
give our man a heads up, but you
No,
got
she
a heads up, and you said you had the feeling that this was going to happen. So you weren't blindsided.
Right.
Absolutely.
You
And
were not
even with some things that she was saying, she's like, oh, I've always picked the wrong guy. I picked the whatever. But I'm like, no. You just don't follow your intuition and you don't allow yourself to see the clues that you are given. You were showed everything that this was going to happen. And you chose to not believe your gut or believe what you're being told. So
Thank you. Because you got dark roots, which means you're not all the way blind. That man was just telling you he ain't want you, and you knew it because you know you're not all the way blind. He's talking about, I ain't never dated no blind. You know it wasn't that, because you could have told him, oh, I got dark hair in here, I can let this grow. It wasn't that, and you knew it. You knew what it was, and you just kept trying to force the issue. And now you want to act like, oh, I always pick cheaters. He did not cheat on you. Y'all are not in a relationship.
Yeah,
it's been 24 hours. The way she cried over that man, like she been with him 7 months. It was ridiculous.
I think it's the embarrassment, and then also her not trusting herself.
Yeah.
I don't think she feels blindsided by Zach. She doesn't realize she feels blindsided by herself because she knew, and she feels like she should have started extracting herself from the situation, and she did not, because she wanted to be delusional and believe in that it could work out to something. But she was convincing herself, because she was telling Melanie, no, I really do feel like, and Melanie's like, oh, maybe like take some. She's like, no, why? You're already telling somebody else that this is how you feel, so that means you knew. You knew. Jessica says, yeah, Zach was very honest. She was just being delusional. And the boys figured out later that she was just doing too much. She really was.
Yeah. But they not keeping to that pact, because Anaya need to tell her she being delusional. They supposed to tell the other one when they being delusional. And nobody's telling her she being delusional.
Not those two people. Not Anaya and not Melanie. Neither one of them.
I think they feel like that she's too fragile. Like they feel bad. They don't want to give her tough love like that. And so they'd rather be hopeful and kind of step into her delusion than actually just try to knock her down and make her upset. So
because even with that, like Anaya would be like, well, girl, a guy gonna come here and say it's you. Like they were telling her, like, others are gonna come in. You don't gotta stay on that one. We get it. So they were trying to help her, but you know.
So I feel like I feel bad, but don't feel bad. Like I feel bad that I don't feel bad, because I get it. Like she's young, and we've all been there. Like I've had like situations where you think. No, seriously. But okay, think about it this way: where you meet somebody, you agree to go on a date, and they just ghost you. Like you're talking for 24 hours all day, and show like you're getting ready to go for the date, and you stop hearing from them, or you show up at the restaurant and
No, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen.
So it happens. Like I get it happens. You're blindsided,
right? But she's not blindsided.
But that's
that's the difference.
Yeah,
Sean was blindsided.
Sean was blindsided. And so let's talk about Sean's reaction in a few. But second up is Anaya and Casey, and they were so happy to see each other behind.
I cried, guys. I cried.
I didn't even cry over that one.
Yeah. No, it just was like they were both so relieved. Someone was on the other side of the
I was cheesing. I liked them. They're my number one. I was cheesing so hard.
And also, though, he had two times already in 24 hours.
That
door was empty.
He was
nervous. My heart can't take it if that door is empty for him. So I was just so happy for him that she was standing there, because Man, that poor guy's ego. He doesn't need that much. Okay,
I know.
What has he done in his lifetime to deserve that?
Yeah. So they hug and they kiss and they both say they're relieved because of, obviously the modicum of doubt. And Jessica states Casey, he was having a bit of PTSD.
He traumatized. He told the people, he was like,
I'm
traumatized.
And Ari announces, well, you both are obviously on the same page. And they looked so happy to realize that they both just like each other. And it's not one-sided in any way, right? So there's for the people who think that she's not into him or he's not into her, they just like each other. Whether that will go further, we will see. But I genuinely think that because they really could have just not stood on green, right?
But they like each other
and explored others, but they was like, we're okay right now.
Yeah.
Because especially even KC, because like taking the control into his own hands is being like, I'm not willing to put myself in that position where someone might not be standing there. It's like I just want to take that my autonomy back and go and pursue somebody else. And so that's pretty impressive that he was willing to take that risk. Like
that should have not been there.
He's better than me. I think I'd be over there with Gabriel. You know what I mean?
Really? But he liked her. He wanted her from the get-go.
I'm just saying, if I had two doors empty, I might be like, I don't know if I can do this.
It was that plan.
She was happy for Casey. Him and Anaya are cute, and they really like each other. That's what I've gotten. It's not about the NBA. I've noticed that he seems to really have liked her from the beginning. Yeah. Third is Trinity and Bryce, and I was laughing because at first I was like, what they gonna do? But Ari says, well, they're both no longer here, and so obviously their door is officially closed. I said, what do you mean by that? Do they not get to couple up together? What does that?
Right when she said that, like, huh?
That's what I thought. I was like, ooh, does that mean that like they
have to swap partners or go back together this round? Like, what does that mean?
Oh, I didn't even think that.
I definitely thought that when she says
their door
is officially closed.
Because they've done something like, I can't remember if it was US or UK, where you couldn't couple back up until another
one turn, for one rotation.
I think that was UK, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. So fourth is Kenzie and Zach, and Ari asks Kenzie to open the door, which she does, and confirms what she felt. Zach wasn't there.
Yeah.
She tells Ari she's not surprised. She says it's fine, and Ari, of course, wants to rub salt in the wounds and asks her, but you did like him, and it's like, yes, Ari, no shit.
I mean, I still agree, didn't I?
I wonder how it would have worked out though if she didn't, and she was part of like that Gabriel harem. I wonder how that would have gone down.
Oh,
like, would you have chosen her?
No.
No, I don't.
He might be enamored by the blondness, though.
Yeah,
maybe just say maybe.
But would she be like? I think she would have been a killjoy. I think she would have been pissed at Zach. Gabriel's was ready to just be making out, and I don't know. She would have been happy.
Well, if she would have picked to go explore. So that she would have been, if she would have picked to go explore, she would have been happy because it's not like she wouldn't have
known yet that Zach hadn't chosen.
But I just don't think she would have been up with all that kissing, and she'd have been like, I don't know. I just feel like she might have thought he had turtle tongue. It might have I just don't think it would have went over well. I just don't think they met.
Jessica agrees that Gabriel might have picked Kenzie, maybe. CJ says hi, ladies. But Haley says she thinks he really likes B. I think he likes
Haley.
He brings so she confirms that she's fine with moving on and talking to other guys. And Ari says, well, maybe this will have the next guy actually be one who will choose you. And she says, fingers crossed. So the final door is Beatrice and Sean opens his door and yells, damn. And then we hear the others like, yeah, she's not there. And they're like, what? And Ari is sorry. Beatrice has moved on and gone to explore new connections.
She moved on? She's so shady.
And she asks him how he feels, and he states it's honestly surprising to him. He felt like they had good chemistry, good conversation, and everything was going well. So this kind of sucks. And because he was so excited for this, and Ari says, well, it seems like both of you weren't on the same page.
Clearly. Thanks, Ari.
That's obvious.
And Ari announces to the remaining Islanders that the Islanders who have left the villa will be with their new connection for 24 hours, which is the same time that they've had in their current couples. The bombshells will then have to choose who they want to couple up with after that time, and time will tell if their connections will still be there. I'm like, damn, Ari. This is why nobody likes when you enter the.
It's never good news except who won.
Yeah, no good news comes with Ariana.
No. So the guys and girls split off to chat, and Sean tells the guys he did not see that coming at all. And all the guys feel really bad for Kenzie. And Kenzie tells the girl she's upset because why couldn't he be upfront and honest that he wasn't feeling it? And I'm so confused because you knew, like you could feel it that he wasn't. So even if he wasn't upset,
you are not my type.
I'm like, does she just want to be the victim? In that moment when she was telling them that, I was really trying to evaluate. You know, being in the thralls of Summer House, I'd be looking like she trying to be the victim because I was like, she knew that man did not want her. She knew it. So I was like, why is she trying to act like he never told her?
Well, it's like, would you want to be embarrassed?
Was
like
trying to convince me. I was like, wait a minute, what's going on?
He's like, she's trying to convince me, and I'm not.
She would have just been honest with me.
Right.
And as Rachel says, Kenzie can be hurt, but being mad when he told you day one is crazy. And right. Like that's where I'm falling with this because I'm so confused. You were told.
And they didn't cuddle that night. Like, they didn't do anything. So we're talking about.
Did he make her breakfast? He did, didn't he?
He did
because that man didn't even want to kiss her. Remember, she was trying to kiss him. He didn't even want to kiss her when he brought the breakfast
like,
up there.
And he was like,
like he's being like he's just like other than saying like I don't want you, he's been saying it, you know.
So Sean and the boys chat again, and Sincere thought it was foul that that she should feel the need to explain this to Sean. And he said he was so confident in this, it never occurred to him that she wouldn't be there. And Sean ITMs, he was excited to choose each other here. And at first I didn't understand what he was saying. But then he said he felt like because the night before it was her making the decision to step to his door, that he wanted to be able to say that he was choosing her as well in this moment.
Right.
It's like, damn, that's so
sad. I did feel for him. I felt for him. I felt for him.
He has like a sweet face, you know what I mean?
Yes, he does.
Everybody's like, this man has a baby and he's a cop, and we actually kind of like this guy. What's going on?
I know. I felt for him.
Because it looks like he's really looking for love.
That baby was stressed.
Yeah. So he thought everything was going well and didn't see it coming, but he told them for right now, he was told by them that for right now he needs to take it on the chin, which I mean, honestly, yeah.
What can you
do? You know, that's men. Men will say that, yo, you just go ahead and take it on the chin, bro. Like, we can't keep talking about this all
be cool till she come back and explain it. You're just gonna have to eat this. Yeah. So Kenzie says that all her feeling and conversations, she felt like she was being genuine and for real, but she was she feels now she was being fed crap. And like, maybe I missed the part where she was being fed crap.
Yeah. He just said your eyes were pretty.
He said your eyes are piercing. You said you're so cute. I love your dark features. This is what she was saying to him. I love your dark features, and I just like, I just think you're so cute. And he was like, your eyes are piercing. That is what he said back to you. Yeah, and then he proceeded to tell you he don't date blondes and he like darker features. This is all the conversation y'all had. This man never said, you're gorgeous. You look like a goddess. I can't believe you chose me. I'm so happy. I can't wait to cuddle. He had a pillow waiting in the bed when you got in there to make sure you don't cross this line. You are playing games with us. I'm not gonna be gaslit by you. I'm not
Good up.
Right. No.
That's hilarious. It's so funny. It's like she's gaslighting us now.
Right.
And as Haley said, she forgot we see all the footage. Who are you fooling? Yeah.
Who are you fooling?
Kenzie says that. Oh wait, sorry. She starts crying, and then Anaya and Melanie hug and console her, which fair. And then Kenzie says that she feels like she only ever picks cheaters and guys that suck, and she feels like she's the one who's always loyal. And I do feel like this part of it. It's like she's the one who is always loyal, and she's the one who always stays in this moment. She went against her better feeling and stood where she was at, and she should not have. I think that's what is. She's a Sag, I think. Oh. And so instead of being like, "Oh, this is my fault," she's going to say it's his fault.
Does she have any Pisces energy in there? Because they'll make up something.
Well, she already told us she's delusional.
She's delusional. So I mean, like, she's already told us, and this is why I'm saying that there was a pact made that the people in the pact is not.
Nobody's keeping up their end of the bargain.
They're not completely doing what they said they was going to do.
Right.
And in fact, some of them are doing the opposite.
Right. Melanie. He's over there. Tissy is him. No, it's not, girl.
She is Sag down with a Pisces Mars.
I knew it.
Sag Sun, Sag Moon, Sag Mercury, Sag Venus.
That's why she's crashing out.
Maybe it's all in the 12th house.
At night.
It all could be the 12th.
At night, because her Gemini moon got her acting up at night.
Astrology Island was like, I don't know what Gemini moon she could possibly have. There is no way she was a Gemini moon, because that day the moon was in Scorpio almost all day, and then it turned into Sagittarius, and I was dying laughing because Astrology Island was like, why y'all doing this to me? Like, I know I have it right.
But also, though, I think that Astrology Island said that they think that she might be actually a Gemini rising. She's got the terminology mixed up, because then if she was a Gemini rising, it would make her a Scorpio moon, which also would kind of fit her.
Yeah, for the water. Yes.
This like this emotional, like, needs someone to be loyal, like already to be like, it seems like she's gonna be vindictive, you know what I mean? She's
and insistent on blaming other people for your problems. Definitely yes, Scorpio energy. So, and Pisces Mars kind of
taking action with delusion. He's like, ready to come for something, but don't know where you're aiming.
like astrology don't always be right, but sometimes it ain't never wrong either.
Exactly.
It's kind of always right, to be honest. If you look at everything,
look at it,
girl. I need you to come down from this. So She said maybe it's because she grew up and watched fairy tales like Ella Enchanted, where the guys always treated you well. And I said, that happened in Ella Enchanted? Because I swear that guy was a dick for a minute.
Yeah, like wasn't he like a businessman?
Well, they were both like.
I was watching fairy tales too, but I know when a man telling me he don't want me.
Like you can also feel the vibe. Just be like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna just like get out of this. Like,
right.
Whatever. Okay, deuces. And then I guess it's the Aquarius me. Then at that point, you just like cut it off and see if he comes back. He doesn't come back. He was never there, right?
Yeah. Once I heard I'm not your type.
Right. Hello.
Danita is quick to cut this off. She's like, we can be left at the friend zone day one. Like,
yeah, both of these people are Aquariuses, and they do not play. They will cut you off quick, baby, and forget your name. Forget your name.
That's too funny. Hey, Mary. Mary says this was a cute episode. See, Mary thought it was cute. Mary. I don't know where's these boring allegations coming from. I'm sorry, what? People on social media are comparing Melanie to Huda? No. How?
Melanie to Huda just because she's a Scorpio?
Melanie
Huda's
Taurus. Like, what is going on?
Okay.
Is Huda a Taurus or a Scorpio?
She is a
Virgo. Oh, it was Virgo. Sorry. I remember thinking that the whole time, and then she was always a Virgo.
Yeah. She's a Virgo with
she's
the
yours,
Taurus.
Miss
Jeremiah was the Taurus.
And Melanie is a Scorpio, so
I don't remember now actually.
But they're nothing alike. They're nothing alike.
There's actually nothing that reminds me of each of them.
I am so glad
who's saying that 13-year-old girls. I'm convinced. It's crazy. They trying to pick somebody.
Maybe
go behind.
I could see that because they have no correlation. Because right now, hey Brittany, enjoyed the episode. We hear in the background if you want to listen to us with the play-by-play.
Please don't do much.
Like, one, we don't claim her because she ain't us, and two, we don't claim her.
Girl, she a Virgo like me, and I hate to claim her. I don't claim her at all. I'm like, the chart gotta be wrong. I don't know what's going on.
And listen, I try not to like put on these people their characterizations of previous islands because people be taking this crap too far. They did that last season. They're doing it this season. So while Haley, I kind of understand. Casey does give a bit of Cordell energy. I also do see the differences between him and Cordell. And I mean, he's an Aries and Cordell is a Gemini, so it makes a lot more sense of what like they're. I don't think they're stark. Yeah, they're not stark, but they're there.
Yeah.
So, other than the not having someone pick night of how they handle
both liking a Virgo woman.
That's handle the egg in the face.
Yeah.
Jessica's point here makes sense, actually.
Jessica says people are only saying that because of her asking all those questions. This is shared about the bombshell, but I definitely don't agree. Oh, okay.
That combo.
Like she was getting jealous of the bombshell.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he handled it so well
that I don't even remember.
And that's the difference between her and Huda, because I feel Jeremiah gave similar answers.
No, you know what she was wearing. What was she wearing?
Huda did not take those answers for face value whatsoever. That is the difference. And Melanie has said to us she is delusional. Huda will tell you that actually happened and put it on paper on a police report.
Right. And I know what it is. Also because Huda said she had trust issues, and then Melanie admitted that she has trust issues. Okay, I get where they're coming from. I thought it was like off of some, but I see. But just don't say that woman's name. Just don't say her name.
And no, seriously, Haley, the most unevolved Virgo ever.
Right.
It's very weird because most Virgos I know are like so put together and like
the two Virgos from last season don't give Virgo to me.
No.
I don't remember who it was.
Shelly.
Oh, she doesn't give Virgo. Well, maybe her aesthetic.
But she was on the cusp of Leo. I felt like.
Oh, she was? Or is?
She is?
She was like right at the she's like the 23rd.
23rd still could be Leo.
Then that makes
that makes a lot of sense.
Because we've been trying to figure it out, and we're like, she don't give her. Not that we're like comparing her to like a Serena thing. Like we're just like all the Virgo. My sister's a Virgo. My niece is a Virgo. Our other friend from the UK is a Virgo. All the Virgos we know give a certain like aesthetic, and like Huda definitely don't get it, but we understand the reasoning for it. But to us, like Shelly also doesn't really give Virgo.
Yeah, I know. I felt that the whole season. Like I like
also, of course, Miss T Joy.
But I felt that the whole season.
I was like, there's something else going on.
Give off Virgo, and then when I was watching, you know, when they first got out, and Ace was like Shelly's birthday, we got, you know, and I was like, oh, she right on the cusp. That's what it is. I kept saying that's what it is.
I just looked it up.
I had to make sense of it. I had to make sense of it.
I'm telling you. And our other Virgo friend has been trying to make sense of it for the last year too, because she's like, that girl, our birthdays are so close together, and I give Virgo. She don't give me Virgo. Like she's like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how we don't claim Sammy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Y'all don't claim Sammy. I don't claim Deb.
Oh, people are gonna fight you. People are gonna fight you for that one.
They love her down.
Yeah, they love that girl. And that's just like, I mean,
you don't like her at all. I mean, she.
A broken honestly, I barely claim Ella, because sometimes I'm like, Ella, girl.
Did she and Lloyd break up?
Yeah.
Yes. But she definitely went Taurus with that breakup.
You was a Taurus with that.
That was clean. You notice how you had to ask the question because he ain't nowhere on the feed. She don't talk about that man.
That's where Taurus come out.
Yeah, well, I remember.
I was wondering because of her at Swim Week. I was like, I don't think she with that man no more. Okay.
You don't acknowledge Kai. You don't exist.
And then I didn't hear anything else. So I was like, did that happen?
That very much happened. Now I was like, okay, Ellen, now I see the Taurus in you.
Her Taurus comes out in relationships.
Yeah. she good for a good chocolate like this, you know? But some of the other situations are like, oh, really? Is that what we're doing? Okay, I got it. All right. You're not as bad as a Deb Chubb, so yeah, Rachel can't say Deb's side. Yeah. So we all have a Islander. We do not claim our sign.
Right. Oh, okay. I'll just give you one more. It's on an Islander, but I also do not claim Colton Underwood. They're just
I didn't know he was an Aquarius. He should not be claimed. He should not be claimed by the Bachelor community. He should not be claimed by the gay community. He should not be claimed by whatever side he's under. He should not be claimed by anybody.
It's their NBC Peacock.
No, none of them.
Not be claimed by.
I don't know what they were thinking putting him on Traders. I do not understand.
Oh, he just knew he was gonna blow up on Traders and get this like.
They had to put out gag orders.
He just knew it.
And they had to put out gag orders because this man has charges. Don't do that again.
Please don't.
The bombs have been taken to another island, which they're calling Paradise Cove. And it feels like duplexes, like hideaway style. And it looks like it's like one big bed with a fruit platter, and they're possibly like over the water bungalows.
Did y'all hear Ian?
Wait a minute, can I get some food? Because I did not eat before I left. I was like, wait a minute, time out. Where is the food? Because I did not eat before I left. Where is the refrigerator? You ain't got nothing to drink over here. You got me outside on the porch while they make it out. Where is the food? Where's that?
Rachel felt like that was a humiliation ritual. It really felt like it to me. I was just like, I don't know if I could do this. I want my own bungalow. I do not want to share a big bed with two other people. I want my own bungalow.
Kata did Bryce. That was 30.
Oh, she did 30, yeah.
But did y'all hear Ian's comment?
No, what did you say?
So when they show the bed, Ian is like, where did they get these beds from? Probably the same place they got them doors.
Yeah, I did.
I did. I'm sorry. I did hear the outside. I forgot to type it up. Oh my God. I was like,
Ian already watched. Ian know what's going on.
Because I know somebody said something about that doors. They already carried it into another episode, which says to me that we're definitely seeing them damn doors again.
I do think that we're going to see the beds again in Casa more.
To make some beds. Oh my God! See, they spending money.
Haley said one of my friends said it was giving casting couches.
It was. Like, what were we watching?
So Zach, Kata, and Bryce discuss who's sleeping where jokingly. Seriously, I was never going to envision what ends up happening later. But we'll get to it.
I know.
Kata asks where they are each from. And we find out more than we found about Bryce in this entire 24 hours, which is that Bryce is from Hawaii originally and grew up in Vegas. And Kata states she's from New Hampshire, which is as northeast as you can get. Zach asks about her background and ethnicity because that man wants to know.
No, he said, "What are you?" Listen.
Yeah. And Kata says her mom is from Haiti and her dad, she believes, is German and Irish.
I thought it was the opposite.
Flip it, because her mama can't speak German.
Her dad is Haitian and the mom is German.
Her mom is German.
No,
because when he asked,
but she was saying, "Can you speak German?" And he's like, "My mom can't even speak German."
And what Zach said to me is that
but
no, her mom is
Haitian. She did make that statement, but she said, "My dad is Haitian."
I'll find it.
Yeah,
I'll find the clip.
So from what I got from it is that she grew up with her mom, and her mom does not speak German because she never learned it, and she probably didn't spend that much time with her dad, who's German.
I'll find the spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach's reply was sick. He kept saying sick, and I'm like, how is her ethnicity sick? But we know this is what you've been looking for, so okay. And then Zach asked, what does she do? She says she's a server right now. And I was like, yeah, what's your real job?
I think she's trying to model.
She said she modeled, but she don't like the culture.
And she said she modeled a little bit in New York, but she didn't love the fast pace. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Do you want to model or do you want to serve? Because personally, I would
probably from a small town in New Hampshire. She ain't cut out for it. She's like, I don't do this.
So she'd just rather be a server up in New Hampshire because she's like, I can't do this. What is she going to do after this show when she goes up?
You could model. She was like, I mean, she's an influencer.
She's going to try to be an influencer now.
Yeah. From New Hampshire?
She'll probably move.
I don't know.
She says she's 5'9" because they asked how tall she was, and she's like, and they're looking at her, and she's like, "Do y'all like?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we do, we do." Yeah, very Amazonian, and they both confirm and say that they made a good decision. Mm-hmm. And we head over to Gabriel, and Beatrice and Trinity are there, and again, same sleeping setup. But he's got the champagne out. So whoever is in Bungalow 1 did not get the memo to pour the shams, Mr. Girl. And he tells them how to pronounce his name, which is Gabriel. And has them guessing where he's from. And he gives clues that he speaks Portuguese. And Trinity actually guessed it correct. I'm so proud of her.
She was proud of herself.
She was proud of herself because she's like, oh, I did it. And she says she believes she's never met anyone who speaks Portuguese. And they cheers their champagne. And Gabriel takes off his shirt, proclaiming he's hot. And Bea's like, yeah, you are. And where he's from, and he says Miami, and they get excited, and then he tells them he's a model and DJ. Trinity says we have another model and DJ.
Another one.
Trinity, like, I just left the model and DJ. I won't be here with this model.
At least he a handyman.
Right. What else you doing?
And he's like, another one. You're like, yes, y'all are gonna have to DJ battle at some point. I was like, if they let y'all play music, they notoriously hold the music.
They put on a talent show. They got a DJ battle.
So he says he likes to show a lot of affection. I was like, really? We did not know this. And B says she can tell by the kisses. And he says, you want more? And they start to make out in front of Trinity. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, I see how this is going.
Yeah, it was just a little bit like, I don't really feel like talking. I'm just going to make out.
Now, I understand this when the person does not know how to speak English because you're covering up for the fact that you do not know how to speak English.
Yep,
this man is fluent. He's just a sex pot. That's what I got.
He's just there for a good time. That's all he wants.
He just trying to have some fun.
Yeah. Rachel said he's overly freaked out and it gives her a dick.
That's it.
I sent you a clip.
Okay. I sent you a clip. Where did you send it?
Oh, well, I like screen shared just so you can share my screen.
Oh, okay. There we go. And his name.
Okay, I'll play it. I thought it would still have those subtitles, but
my dad's from Haiti, and then my mom's German. I think
that's what I didn't do. Irish. I did not do.
Yeah,
multicultural.
There we go. Sorry, anybody eat words?
I was like,
eat words. Sorry? Anybody hungry from some words? Anyway, we're right.
Next time I have to put my closed caption on. That's but I think when I reset.
That's what I thought. That's why I was interested when she was like, my mom doesn't even speak German. So I'm like, she's just of German descent, but she doesn't know German.
She can't speak it. And I have a friend that's Mexican and she can't speak Mexican because she grew up with her black side. Well, Spanish. I said Mexican.
She speaks Spanish.
Mary feels like 24 hours separation was dumb. And this is where the twist effed up the format.
What did you find this so far? Because nobody's been dumped.
No. Yeah, I didn't mind the 24-hour separation because I feel like they got to actually know each other. So whatever decision was made, a decision was made. And it was
made on even ground because she had 24 hours with Sean and now she has 24 hours with Gabriel. So you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is.
Yeah. So, and she was still very much entertaining Gabriel. And I mean, we get to the point where they wake up and they are drinking their coffee and they're like, let the best girl win. I was like, all right.
Trinity already knew what it was. She could see there.
But she was like, let's.
It is what it is.
She was like, you know, I don't like saliva, and this man want to keep kissing. You can have it.
You can. So we head back to the villa, and Melanie and Sincere are headed to the speakeasy. And this is the conversation where she said a lot happened, but she wants him to describe Kata for her. And he says, well, she's your height, and she kind of looks like you. But she wasn't you. And he's like, I'll be. And she's like, any tattoos? He's like, you know what? I really wasn't looking that hard. And she said, what was her name? He's like, I don't remember. I was so tunnel vision on. And he's like, you better be behind them doors. Now, do we believe Sincere here, though?
No, he was looking.
That's what I said.
He was looking. We saw him looking.
But he said the right thing.
He just want to make her feel like he was really that engaged and really that smitten by her. He was like, oh man, she was so pretty.
He answered it correctly. That's what I'm saying. But I know he was looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm not saying he necessarily caught her name, but he definitely was looking now.
Yeah.
She's smoke show, so
yeah.
Because she looked at Gabriel.
So she's like, really? And he says, I told you, you ain't got nothing to worry about from me. He says, I know it's going to take you time though. And she said, yeah, I do have trust issues. She had hymns. I like to talk to Sincere like he's my best friend. But also I like him so much, too much. And they cuddle with each other and then confirm that they're going to cuddle more later. Mm-hmm. I lost y'all. Okay. And then Anaya and Casey are at Soul Ties, and they chat about what went down. And she said she was so nervous, and he confirms he was nervous too. And they both confirmed, though, they vibe and connect so well, so strong, and to not continue that, they both confirmed that it just didn't make sense, and they're happy that they're both on the same page, that they like each other, and they know more about each other now, that this makes it, I feel like, more real for them. And that makes so much sense. Like, you know, it's one thing to like couple up and like you're getting to know each other, and then to have to, you know, choose each other again, and then realize, oh yeah, we do like each other because I know this about her, and I know that about her, and I know how he likes, you know, his pillow turns or whatever. And I do feel like that does make the connection even more special. And I feel like that's where they feel about it. And they are really happy with their genuine reaction to this recoupling, basically. They kiss and they make out in Soul Ties a few times.
The first like they would kiss it, and then they would stop, and then they would be like, "Oh, that was
I like that. Wait a minute."
It was like awkward but good, and then awkward but good. It was so funny. I was cheesing the whole time. I was like, they so cute.
It was cute. You can tell they're really getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Yes. Anaya ITMs how much she loves how nervous he was and how sweet and cute it was. And she feels he's very genuine, which is great because that's how he feels he wants to come off to her, off to her, is that he's genuine. But he also makes her feel special because he listens to her and inserts her wants and needs where need be. So it makes her feel heard and seen, which we know for a Virgo is like
everything.
The way he was like when he came skipping down them steps after breakfast, he was like, she liked it.
Happy wife, happy life.
Like, happy wife, happy life.
The man found American pears in Fiji. Yes. I mean,
he just want to make her happy. Like,
I mean, it wasn't aesthetically as pretty as I think a Virgo would appreciated the plate, but the effort was there.
But she appreciated the effort,
because she said, I really do. And I'm like the pears are all over the place on top.
It's really ugly.
Because you found pears.
Pears. That's what I care about. You found me pears, and you cut them up real good.
With like a butter knife or something. It's not smooth.
No,
right.
And they continue to kiss. Again, they were like stopping and starters. Like, I do wonder if it's like they wanted, like, okay, how much are we gonna actually go into this? Back to the Cove. Bryce has 7 minutes alone in the room with Kata while Zach waits outside. And Bryce said that for him, Trinity wasn't very physical, and he's a pretty physical person, so it wasn't really working out. And I'm like, is it that she's not kissing him enough? And again, it's because she says she doesn't like the kiss.
Yeah, and he wants to kiss more.
Yeah, he likes tonguing down, and but you know what though, like
with that turtle tongue.
But if somebody like and you're not really feeling them and really just keeps on wanting to kiss you, it will give you the ick. And if you're, especially if it's not a kiss that you like, and they keep on coming at you with it, it's like, so.
She has to find someone that she enjoys kissing.
But we haven't heard her say she dislikes anybody's kiss. She just don't like saliva.
Yeah.
She hasn't talked about
like kissing, period. Like too much. Doesn't like doing it.
She told Gabriel he was a good kisser. She said she likes kissing Zach. They just don't kiss a lot. So I don't know.
You mean Bryce? Yeah.
Bryce, yes.
He
does look like a Zach, more like a Zach than Zach does.
Yes, he does. Absolutely, he does.
Yes.
So it pans to Trinity and Gabriel with Beatrice waiting on the outside. Gabriel says Trinity is cute, and they kiss again. And he says she's trouble, and she says I'm trouble. And he says he knows she's trouble, and I'm like,
no, you trouble.
No, you're trouble.
Right. The trouble is you ain't about to lay me across this bed like you about to do Beatrice. Like I'm not going.
You wanted to.
I am crying, Haley. Haley's like, I keep calling Zach Charlie.
He does look like more like a Charlie though.
He does.
Very
Charlie.
Little Charlie, not the big one.
And at the end, I said, "Yep, that's Charlie brother."
Right.
Hilarious. Kenzie is crying to Melanie in the girls' dressing room that she just wants a good guy in here, and I'm like, I mean, there's good guys there. It's your person.
Yeah, and it's only been 24 hours, but also this is a generation of instant gratification. They like everything there, like instant.
And she's a look that typically is praised, and she's not getting praised.
Right.
So I think that's affecting her too in the house with the other ladies, because she does look different from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess she's the only woman that doesn't have a little bit of ethnicity in her.
Absolutely.
It's just white.
So Zach asked Kata in the room what she's looking for, and I feel like we just could see they had a much better conversation, more in depth.
Yeah.
She says she looks for someone genuine and kind and family oriented, and he's like Greek, and she's like Greek with a smile, and she says emotionally intelligent, and he's like, oh, I think I might be all of me. And she says, oh, so you're my dream guy? And he says, maybe. And they laugh. Like it was just way more chemistry off the bat.
Yeah. So much chemistry. She was cheesed in talking to him. You know what I mean? And like he didn't have to do much. She was definitely into it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kenzie is devastated. Sean is in disbelief. And I'm like these poor kids, like
got rocked.
They just didn't see this coming. Again, this is the gag about pretty people being on Love Island because anybody can get it.
Yep.
Next we see Bea and Gabriel. He asked her type. She says pretty much he fits it. He's fit. He's confident. He owned the villa, and that's about as much conversation as we got from them because they start making out.
Yep.
So he got to stand up over.
Right.
Like,
went to the neck again.
And I was like, okay, so we see where this is going as well.
Right.
Like, no way she's extracted herself out of this situation. So Anaya says she was gagged by Bea because she really thought that her and Sean were cute.
They're cute.
Yeah.
And there was chemistry. Like,
yeah. Meanwhile, Anaya, you the one reminded her that man had a kid. I'm so shocked. Even though I'm the one that reminded her he had a kid. You know he got a kid, right?
You got a kid.
And she's like, oh, I don't even date people from my own hometown like that.
She came out of that fog real quick because she was caught up in the kisses, and she was like, oh, wait a minute.
So in the villa, Kenzie and Sean are sleeping alone, but Kenzie is like wide awake at the point that we're watching her. Anaya and Casey cuddle, but Melanie and Sincere are making out.
Mm-hmm.
So back to the Cove, Bea and Trinity are basically sleeping on one side of the bed close to each other, while Gabriel is at the far end of the bed. And I said, that would be me.
Yes.
That would be me. If I can't get my own bungalow, that would be me. And I would be in Bea's spot because I'm not the one being close to the stranger. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not in a couple with. While Kata is in the middle of both men, and she starts making out with Zach, and Bryce tries to get in on it, and she's like, "Hold up, not challengers."
I said, "Not challengers."
How embarrassing was that? That was so crazy.
You're not gonna leave me out of this. Like, yeah, I am. Like, oh my god, like the swerve curve of the century.
And then they cuddle, and he was just over on the other side.
That was so. I was like, that's. I mean, I just felt like that was messed up. I was like, That's crazy.
That was so wild. I was like, and I do. No, sorry. What Rachel's saying here is also something I do wonder about. It is the fact that she told them she wasn't into the kid thing. Are they all holding that information from him?
Maybe they feel bad. They don't want to say it to him. Maybe
yeah,
want her to say it.
And that's her responsibility. I think they feel like that's her responsibility to tell him.
Yeah, and also it doesn't seem like they're like, because when they talk to him the next day, they're like, but she gives us all glowing things about you.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, I'm like, but there was one glowing thing that she
like, it's the kid thing.
It's the kid thing. It's just the big thing. So I'm like, so nobody's gonna say okay, because normally somebody would say
that's something. Maybe just being like, she like thinks you're great. Like you guys have really good chemistry, but she just is really unsure about herself and unsure if she's ready to step into the role of being a stepmom or dating someone with a child.
Like
I would be like, nope, she got to tell him. I would not. I would at this early point.
I'm chatty.
I wouldn't tell him.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't tell him, but I would talk to him. I would be like, I don't know. Like, how did she feel about your kid?
Right. About your kid?
Is that better than just like flat out saying?
I'd be like, what did y'all talk about in y'all conversation?
Because to me, she said she's never dated a man with a kid before, so maybe that seems to be the only thing I could think of. But when she gets back, back to her. Okay. That's what I would do.
As soon as she come back, Tamika told me,
and I would I definitely clued him in to maybe it was possibly because he was looking for some reason. Because girl, you gave him no reason, so I was trying
Why
to.
Why would he not think of this reason?
It's got to be the only thing.
It's like it's not conceivable to him.
Because she stood behind his door and he had
after knowing he had a kid.
He had already told them he had a kid and he told them the whole story.
But does that mean that she has to be locked in for life on day one of Love Island?
No, but she's saying, no, I'm answering Chantel's, but she's asking me, why wouldn't he think of this? And I'm saying it's not clocking to him because it's not clocking to him because he already told them and she still stood behind his door. So he's thinking she okay with it. You know what I mean?
Like that's not an issue for
nobody else was behind his door. So he like, she must be okay with it. I just think that's what he's thinking. Like,
yes, okay, I do agree, but it's like it would probably be for me the first thing that comes to mind if something like, okay, what could it be? Maybe it's the fact that I have a child. Like just like for it to not.
He probably has said that too, and they're hiding it. He probably has. Maybe. He probably has said it.
Mary says, when I was 19, I dated a man with a kid. He was 45. My dumb self imagined myself dreaming how to be a stepmom. And that's what I'm saying.
Mary
like, there's a Mary out there for sure. This might not be on Love Island yet.
Mary.
So we see this, and somebody on Twitter said that they would hide under the bed in embarrassment if they were brides. I was like,
in the hallway.
That's what I was gonna say. I was just
in the hallway. I think you walk in the bungalow and it's just a bed.
No, Beatrix was sitting in the hallway when he was making out with Trinity.
Yeah,
that's
I thought that was outside that little chair.
Yeah, I'm short. Give me a blanket.
It's PG, like it's warm. Just give me a blanket. I was outside.
Yeah, it might be a hammock somewhere, right?
Yeah, it gotta be.
Yeah, mortifying.
No, that was mortifying.
Oh my God, his friends and family are never letting him live that down.
Never.
On his tombstone. Remember that time when
little brother? They're never going to let him forget it.
Brittany said, "No, for real. Why did?" Sorry. Why did?
He had nowhere else to stay, Brittany. That man what to do.
Like, Trinity,
Trinity,
where are you?
And they were kissing his face, which is like, wait, I can't. There was no way.
He lied over. He's like, "Ooh, let me get in on this." She like, no. Like she was a ball.
They were cuddling and kissing. There is no way I would have stayed in that bed. No way. Sorry.
No.
Have some shame.
Oh, secondhand embarrassment.
Oh.
Remember when you tried to get in on that and she said not to?
She said, "Oh."
And she said not tonight to be nice because she knows she meant never. She knows she meant never when she said not to.
I was like, if it's not
like, how could he even have fallen asleep that night? Like,
wow.
I would have fell asleep and prayed that when I woke up, it was a dream.
your Brittany would have put the covers over my head ASAP. Something. Like,
oh my God.
would have had to do something. So yeah, Kenzie wakes up and she said she had the best sleep. I was like, girl, it didn't look like it last night. And she vows to have a better day and to not cry this day. I said, well, we can all hope. Yeah. But it feels like she just turned like the crying into anger, and I'm just like,
that's it.
Yeah, I know.
Went from sad to anger, and I'm like, girl.
Yes. Appreciate it.
Call me Jesus, because I'm walking on water that day.
I appreciate it. Thank you for that one.
You be like, take this shit off of me. You know that little meme video where you be like, cut.
No more cameras, like
stop the tape.
or like put like on like the night vision camera in the room, like, you know, like it's done.
I there's no way I would. All I know is I wasn't staying in that bed. That's all I said. That's all I said.
When he started crying though, oh my God, that could have been worse. It could have been worse. He didn't cry.
Oh my God. Casey asked, what does Anaya want to eat today? And she said, oh wait, I'm sorry, I kept scrolling. They asked Sean what was he manifesting for the great day, and he said great day, and he asked what Kenzie wants for breakfast. So he's, willing to take over breakfast duty for her. Casey asked, what does Anaya want? And again, she asked for pears. And he's like, pears? And that boy went on a mission. And then Sincere asked Casey how he was feeling while they're making breakfast. And he, after previous day's events, and Casey confirms he feels great. They're in a great spot. And honestly, I agree with him.
I agree too. He's like, I'm getting my baby some pants. We good over here.
Kenzie tells Melanie that she feels Sincere really likes Melanie. And Melanie says, thank you. She hopes. So, she still needs that constant reassurance. But I think he will continue to give it to her as long as they are in a serious couple.
I think if she sees somebody go for him and he says, nah, I'm good, that might help her out, but she hasn't seen that yet. Like, she hasn't seen him choose her yet.
Yeah.
And like, when she sees, like, Kata, like, I think she'll be like, okay. He's definitely choosing me. Like, I know he wasn't able to leave at that time, but he was downplaying for sure how good she looks.
Yeah.
So I think that could also be a little bit of confirmation.
Yeah.
If Kata doesn't pull him for chats and they start talking, because Kata could come in and start doing that.
Yeah.
Get in his ear.
Because remember when Kata walked in, she said she don't care about, she'll step on anybody's toes. She go after what she wants.
She did
22 don't care. It's true.
So Kenzie says she's ready for guys to be like that she's his type. And I'm like, that person has not walked in the villa yet, as far as we know. Or they're in a situation and you've got to fill them out. So there's no happy medium here. Sean brings her breakfast and gave her even more than she requested because he gave her some chicken sausage in the shape of a heart and made her eggs the way she liked it.
Very nice.
I thought, well, maybe he'll try to talk to Kenzie, but no.
Yeah, but
that ain't what he wants.
He's on his side.
She just saw her like being like that, like,
he was trying.
I don't think when he told the girls later to like that Trinity was like
Anaya?
And Anaya, I said, oh.
Okay.
Got it. And maybe that's what Kenzie's feeling, that all these guys, their tops were, it's the opposite of the UK where nobody wants Angelista, but in this villa, the tops are Trinity, Anaya, and Melanie because, they're top tier.
Yeah.
Actually, also, like one of the YouTubers that I watch usually from the UK talking about the UK is finally is reviewing USA, and the first thing she says is, "Yeah, USA got us beat on diversity. Like, it definitely is so different just to feel the energy of just having a more diverse starting cast."
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just a different. It's just a different culture. I feel that's brought to the room, and and maybe sometimes I feel like maybe situations too can be too loyal, as well, because I feel like the girls become just like so fast friends together. And then the guys become so much fast friends together because the girls are friends, so they're friends, and then it's hard to like step on toes. I do feel like that, but also it just is like I feel like all around, just everybody seems to be able to be themselves so that they can figure out if they can get what they want, right? So then I thought the same thing, but until later I was like, Sean doesn't seem like interested. I thought he would be, and I was like, well, maybe he's still like interested in Beatrice, and he can't like move past that. And so we did see Anaya get her pears, and as we said, the plate wasn't pretty, but it was there, so he did his job, and then he did his little happy dance. Bryce and Zach chat, and Zach says he's really happy because he didn't see anything there romantically with Kenzie, and Bryce says he's happy with his decision because he really he never really does things for himself. But
I get that, Bob.
Yeah. And then he says, but, and Zach says, okay, like, because he knew what the but was going to be, that Kata doesn't really want him.
Yeah.
And so Zach says, just because you chose this doesn't mean that you're fully closed off from Trinity. So just keep that in mind. You were just saying that you were open to exploring new things.
Right.
So hopefully she appreciates that. And Trinity and Bea chat, and they ask how they feel, and they were both shocked at the new bombshells coming in, but they were happy with their decision as well. They're happy that they got to explore. And Trinity, when asked, does it feel any way about Bryce doing this if that's what he's doing on the other side? Because she chose the same.
Right.
But she
a little bit like I hope, but I was like, you cannot give him any attitude whatsoever.
I know
you did the same thing, lady.
Yeah, and but she does say that she is still open to him, and so she's hopeful that he's not fully into
on how he reacts when she returns.
Right. And then
he'll tell her about the incident in bed.
No, he's embarrassed. He's not trying to tell anybody. He's mad that it's even on camera. He wishes he could forget that. He's not going to tell anybody that. And he's hoping Zach won't tell the boys that.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
They're besties though, right? I think they're besties, those two guys though.
Yeah, that's what Casey was saying to Sean later. So Bea asks how she asked Bea how she feels, and she says she's about to look like a real douchebag. She realizes because they never had this conversation.
Yeah,
she's like, dang.
And this is one thing that people kept like crapping on like Serena for having constantly with Cordell the conversation about, but we're still open. Oh, see, she's trying to exit stage. No, but the fact is you want to be on the same page, because if a bombshell walks in,
we like to be clear. We like for things to be clear.
Yeah.
Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know where you stand with me. This is what it is.
Yeah. And here we're seeing where this stark difference of just going with the flow and never having this conversation, even within the first 24 hours, can get you real tripped up, because he is very hurt because he thought they were locked in. She doesn't have necessarily a problem with him, but she still wanted to explore. And for him, it's well, that's done, we find out. And for her, it's I just wanted to explore it. It's nothing against you. I really did like what we had together.
Yeah, it seemed like the only person that kind of shut their door was Zach.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else was like, we'll see when we get back.
Yeah. Well, Kenzie, too.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about the people.
If that man would have came back over.
Oh, yeah. Out of the four? Out of the four.
Yeah.
So she says, because Trinity said, well, what are you going to do? What if he comes to, she's like, well, if he comes to me and starts cussing me out, I'm going to be like, whoa. But she says it really depends on how he steps to her and what the situation is and how she feels. And I'm like, girl, you're not getting any of that. None of that chance. Like, she really thought that she was going to have the chance to have the conversation, to have follow-up. You're not getting any of that.
Especially not after that kiss. Even if there was a slight chance, that kiss threw it out the window.
Oh, yeah. Zach said he's really happy cuddling last night. And Bryce confirms that, yeah, they had their moment, but he's still going to go and try to get with Kata. And I was like, I mean, I get it.
They have to, because it's part of the show, but I can be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't feel well today.
Lose people. That woman don't want you.
Y'all play cornhole.
Yeah.
For a kiss, like he's like, I was like, oh my goodness.
When they start playing cornhole, I was like, does he not see what it is?
Everybody else was sitting beside each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, can we be as far away from each other as possible?
And like I said earlier, Trinity and Beatrice is like, oh, they'll make the best girl win.
Yeah.
But like we said, we think Trinity pretty much understood the situation as it is.
She got stepped out. Like, she wasn't really like when they kissed originally, I was like, making it very clear that he was more interested in B, because like he wouldn't be doing that in front of somebody that he was actually interested in, you know? So you kind of can tell from that moment.
Yeah. So the boys chat to Kenzie and she confirms the red flags in the conversation she had with Zach. And Casey asks how she's feeling about exploring in the villa now. And it kind of alludes to, well, what about me? What about Cynthia?
That's what I was wondering, Casey.
Yeah.
I feel like that part got cut out, because then the next thing she said is, oh, well, Melanie and Anaya are her girls. So she's not saying Anaya is my girl. She's saying both of them. And she's like, and Sincere said, yeah, when he sees Melody, she just lights up. So it's like, it sounds like it was a both of them situation that they were asked.
Just kind of asking back and forth, like, well, would you be interested in something with me? And you're like, oh, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, okay, just asking.
I don't like that we didn't get to hear Casey's answer. Because since we didn't hear his answer, now
it's alluding to something else. And that's what I know. If you read between the lines, we get a cut out of the conversation, because instead of her focusing, like if you go and listen to Sean's conversation, it's very clear that he was interested in Anaya.
And Trinity. Yeah.
And Trinity.
And here it's very clear that she said, I'm interested in both of y'all, but but Melanie and Anaya are my girls.
Right.
Not that somebody in that conversation was specifically interested in her and was pulling her to see if she was interested in a singular person. That's how I felt from the conversation. Maybe I misread it.
Theirs was choppy. Sean's with the girls wasn't.
Correct. And to be fair, if Casey is interested in Kenzie, he should be.
No.
You said
no. I don't want a repeat of last season where like there's something that they have something good going and they go test it to see what's happening on the other side, and then they mess everything up, and then we have no.
Why I said I don't think that's what was happening here, because I think then he would have just pulled her to the side and had a side conversation. So unless we didn't see that, because obviously, like season 6, there was conversations where people were having those conversations and we didn't see it, and like we found out that at one point Serena was talking to Hakeem of all people. And it was literally a 24-hour period, because that's when Cordell wasn't there, and she had heard his brother was Odell Beckham, and she was like, I'm out of here. And then she came right back around to it. So it's like, again, stuff like that happens, and they cut it out, and they either cut it out for a storyline basis or cut it out to surprise us later. And so I think that here, from the way she was responding, it didn't feel like a singular person was showing interest in her. It was, well, who of like us two do you like? Like, would you be trying to pull one of us from this conversation? And maybe she said, well, of the two of you, I like Casey more than Sincere. Or maybe she said, I like Sincere more than I like Casey, and Sincere is like, yeah, but the thing is, for me, when I see Melanie, I just light up. So I don't know if I'm like really interested in looking at something beyond that, right? And that's the clips of what we were getting. And
it is day 2, so go chat.
Right. And she ITMs with Sincere. She sees how much he likes Melanie. So again, I have a feeling it was a sincere conversation.
Her ex looks like a Sincere.
I feel like it was a sincere conversation, but they left Casey to make it a little bit innuendo for some.
Which plays into the Sean conversation with Anaya.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But she does feel a bit beaten down because she doesn't feel like she's attractive to anyone here. So I feel like she's like, well, all the people that I date is mostly looks like Sincere. I would date you too, Casey, but Melanie and Anaya are my girls. So, I don't know if there would be something I would want to invest in the both of you. I feel like that's how the conversation went down. And then, for them to both, because for her to say, well, I don't feel like she's attractive to anyone here. For them to both, like if somebody was giving her, like Casey was giving her a little bit, then that would say to her, so, somebody feels like she's attractive. But I think both of them kind of confirmed that they're attracted to the people that they're with. And so that's why she's feeling like that. And she says she's in love with herself, as she should be. She says she just feels like she wants that also for somebody else to be in love with her.
Right.
Rachel says she's not doing gymnastics this year. People tried their best last year with Taylor's comments about Ola, and people bent over backwards to explain it differently than what they were actually said. And I still stand by that. I think some of the stuff that he said was also taken out of context. And I said this about Serena, and I was correct. And I mean, I'm not saying that he was in love with Ola, but I think at the time he said things that he meant at the time. And he also said things that he didn't mean at the time. There's not, everything's not like black and white. There's a lot of gray. But
too, it's really early because all we heard Casey say was, are you interested in any of your girls, guys? That's all he said.
That's it.
That's all he said.
So that statement is all we got. We didn't hear him answer nothing else in that conversation. It was just,
and we don't have to dissect it. We good.
And we don't.
It's like,
there was nothing there.
Now, but everybody's dissecting only Casey's like statement, which we know is probably the producer saying to him, "Hey, ask this question," because then the girls and Sean have the same conversation, and everybody's acting like they're okay with that.
But then also, though, there was a part though that wasn't clear with the girls' side of it, because at the end, Anaya was like saying like, "Oh, Sean and someone else is my top two," but like that wasn't part of the conversation that we had heard, like not the whole thing. And so I was like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is the exact same situation, because it's clear he must have said that his top two was probably Anaya and Trinity, but Beatrice had stepped to his door. Because then she said, "Oh, that's so crazy," because
he was
at that time he was also in my top two.
So if he was also in your top two, are you saying Casey wasn't in your top two?
Don't know, because
it had to be, because if he was in your top two, it only can be two people in the top two, and you went to Sincere's door.
But we don't know if it's top two, because he was talking about straight off look.
When they walked in, when he walked in and saw them, he was like Trinity and Anaya when I walked in.
So it's basically like us looking at their pictures and being like, our top two is
initial attraction.
This person. So initial,
not after all the door stuff.
Because they cut the conversation. So was she talking about, after we were all kissing each other, he was in my top two?
Right.
Or was it when he first walked in, he was in my top two?
Because he was saying when he walked in, Trinity was who he went straight to. But then when Anaya had the conversation, it was clear that whatever we missed that they pulled out of the conversation, he must have had Anaya at some point in his top two. We don't know if it was the straight walk in or if it was after the kissing and the questions.
Yeah. Because we know, like, for Kenzie, Bryce was her top until she kissed him.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't her top no more.
Yep.
Well, maybe she's going to have to change something around there.
I know,
she's going to be like, start liking those turtle kisses.
And the same thing with Zach, right? And the same thing with Zach. Trinity had him up at her top until she kissed him.
Right.
She dropped him off.
So that's what I'm saying. They're pulling parts of the conversation, and people are picking apart the parts that they wanted to hear. That's all I got from it. But to me, I got certain people are still open to explore, just maybe not necessarily anybody who's currently in the villa, and certain people they're not looking to explore right now.
Yeah, I think everybody should. It's still early.
Yeah. She asked about Kata, and they both say she looks like Melanie, but they weren't looking that hard. But she did come in and gave a lot of energy and kissed Dak, and he definitely enjoyed it. And he said, "Sincere, like I don't want to make you feel bad, but I also don't want you to be blindsided." And she said she knew it, and it's like fuck you to him for her. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. I'm like, did we miss conversation? But I don't feel like they could have had that much. But maybe they did, and he was just like, I'm totally into you, but I don't think he did that because he kept saying to Bryce, I'm trying not to make her feel like I'm that into her because she's not like that. He was making he was making a conservative effort to say that he wasn't into her. Is my thing. Like, and I've seen
on the first day. The other guys could not wait to see what their girl was wearing to bed. They was waiting for them to jump in, bonnets on and everything, waiting for them girls to come to bed. That man had a pillow and was like, "See this? Go." He did not want her, and she knew it.
Yeah. So he confirms last night was great for him. Zach and Kata on their date by the water, and that he loved that she brought what he feels like was missing, which was the physical. And with him, it's just comfortable, and the kiss was great. And he says that he likes a girl that knows what she wants, and she says she likes a guy that knows what he wants. And then they chat about his parents meeting in Australia, and then they had his sister, and then they moved to the UK and had Charlie and him. And I think she was saying that she likes the vibe of the UK. She likes to travel. And he asks where she would like to go next, and she says Asia, and he says that's definitely Croatia. And he says that he would like to go there as well, and she laughs. And he says well, really, he's looking for someone who's open-minded, ready to travel to see the world. And that part I definitely believe from him, because the fact that the man was just traveling Australia and quit his job to just do that says that that's probably something he would like to do on the regular.
And also, like, it looks like Charlie, maybe he's making a more permanent stay in LA. So if he needs to be bi-coastal, I guess not bi-coastal, but you know what I'm saying, like living in two places, he has a place that he could easily stay at his brother's, you know. So depending on where she is,
she says she's definitely vibing with him, but he knows that she's open, and he's okay with her being open. So he tells her, like, you know, go have your chat with Bryce. At this point, I don't think he's very worried. I think he's very confident in her. Sean chats to Anaya and Melanie, and he asks when they had to choose between red and green, what was going through their heads, and they both said they felt immediate green. And he's like, see, and they're like, but they were both surprised at Beatrice's choice, because she's only been saying good things to them, and they don't feel like this is a deading of the situation for her, but more of her wanting to explore. And Sean feels though that, why is it that both of you were for sure green, but Beatrice was for sure red? And he said for him, that just makes the situation worse. And then, like, yeah, I get it.
You comparing yourself. That's the thief of joy. You comparing y'all to them, and y'all
and everybody's six different individuals. So he said, where do we go from here? And he says that they asked which girls are available or not, he basically says. And the girl said, well, what's your type? And he says he doesn't have a type. But he feels like when he first saw Trinity, she got his head nod, and he ITMs that he misses Bea, but he will keep moving. And I feel like his approach is not necessarily the worst approach.
No,
it's not totally dead, but more than likely, I don't know what's coming in, so I've got to keep moving in this villa, and just figure out what that means for me. So Gabriel and Beatrice chat about his dating history. He was in a 5-year relationship. He says he's a lover boy, but also he really means that he's not just a fuck boy. And I'm like, can you show that?
If you giving
but he's gentle on the inside. And she said, yeah, I feel like I'm also like squishy on the inside, but I put up a wall. I'm come off very hard, so as to not get hurt. And I'm like, she's a Libra, right?
Libra, yes. That's how they do.
She's very self-aware. Most of them are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she is.
And so with her current situation, she thought she would get to have that conversation to explain herself. But she didn't get that. And she says, but Gabriel is also a big flirt. And then they start making out, and I'm like, Lord Jesus.
I think she might try to go back to Sean.
I can see it.
I can see it, because I feel like her and Gabriel, he's like literally tight, and it's just lust.
Yeah, that's it. She's gonna get bored.
It's just lust.
Because her and Sean actually talk. They laugh. They joke.
But I'm gonna tell you, I think Sean has like a little bit like ego. I mean, I think it's hard to see a 7-minute makeout session in your face. And I think he might just be done. I think I don't know.
I had to get down on her knees.
Yeah, that's how he might be the simp here. if he takes her back, you know?
Yeah, Casey chats how Zach and Bryce are besties going on after the same girl. And Sean just feels like the door might be cracked, but even with the explanation, he doesn't feel like it's easy to come back from because he's going to explore. And this is why I'm just like, this situation might be just like dead, because even still, like, the hard kissing, and then you haven't explained to him yet, like, she should have stopped it.
Or just he could have stopped that kiss. It did not have to go on that long.
Tap on the show.
Yes, until I talk to him.
Yes.
Right.
Like, it's not a Zach and Kenzie situation where you were deading the situation at all.
Theirs wasn't even as long, not even close.
Exactly.
No. So Gabriel and Trinity chat, and he asked when she asked when he moved to the States, and he said 3.5 years ago, which he came there with nothing. He got a job at the supermarket, and that's how he learned English. I'm like, great job, because that, like, that's the quickest way to learn English. And he said they tried to speak to him Spanish, but he's like, no, I want to learn English. So that's how he learned English, and he's happy to be here with her. And she said, well, she hasn't really traveled, but she would love to go to Brazil for Carnival. And she wants
Carnival.
yeah, she wants to travel more and meet new cultures and people. And she says the area she lives in is very multicultural, which I believe is definitely the case with Newport News. And I was just like listening to her, and I'm just like, baby girl, I need you to just go live your life. I hope she comes up this with a modicum of just like I'm not even worried about love for her right now. I'm worried about life for her right now, because I think she needs to go and expand her world a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get in one area and that's it.
Yeah. So she asks the right questions, though, for a guy that she knows is barely interested in her. And she says, is he ready to settle down and have kids and start a family? He's shocked.
He's like,
I tell you.
He's like, you might be 30 soon.
Settle down.
She's like, but you're 26. And he's like, what is that old? And she's like, no, but that's like heading to 30.
She's 22 though. She's 22, so she's thinking like, you know.
But also, 22. I do wonder now if the conversation she had with Bryce, he's like, because remember he said he's just worried that he's going to take over her youth.
Yep.
Because we know Bryce is ready to get married, he said, and have kids. He's knocking on 30.
Well, when I was 22, I remember looking at the 30-year-olds thinking that their life was over. It was done.
Yes.
Like, oh man, they're old.
Yeah, I remember thinking, oh, when I get in my 30s, I need to be settled. That's when you be settling down.
Settled, family, house, like it was over. Like the fun was done.
Yeah, so I think that she's looking at it. I think she's looking at it in the correct way. Like, and that might be also part of her reservation with Bryce, because he might be pushing that, like, that's what he's looking for, and so she's just like, well, that's not really what I'm looking for right now,
right?
So maybe this isn't like the right situation, but I like
have such a big age gap on these people, right? Like 7-8 years is a lot when you're like that young.
Yeah.
Well, I will say they didn't tell her to couple up with him. She could have coupled up with somebody who was 25.
Who's 25?
Zach.
Casey, Sincere.
Well, Casey and Sincere weren't really checking for her.
But I'm just saying, like, there's 25-year-olds in there that she would be more willing to talk to. Like, that age gap is a lot shorter.
But I mean, I'm just saying in general.
What girls are older? What girls are his age? Because he like what, 29?
I mean, even Sean, think about it this way: he has a kid. Old. He has a kid already. He should not be looking for her to have more kids right now. Hopefully. So I mean, hopefully, but honestly,
bringing in some 22-year-old boys, like more boys like 22.
I mean, I don't want that, but like, Yeah, I just think, just having too many people with large age gaps, it just doesn't work.
Like normally what we're seeing on Love, this is the first time where the age gap is boys to girls
and
not girls to boys, which is what we usually get. That's because true. Like Ace and Shelly, Ace was 22, 23, and Shelly was 28, 29 or something.
Yeah, it was 27.
Yeah. So
but nobody said anything about Aaron, who was also 27, and Kayla was 22.
Right.
And nobody said anything.
I think I said something at the time, but yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
GP, she's talking about the GP.
Others didn't care.
Yeah, and here the oldest girl is for once is Bea. Like
you was the oldest girl.
I guess the fact that like it just doesn't seem like Trinity has any options that are in her age range.
But now we have another 22-year-old in there.
I know she's too young. I think she's too young.
Okay,
but and they both don't seem to have like steady careers. Like she's a server / model, like which means she came out of school and she like not necessarily getting a degree. And same thing with her. She's a makeup artist and I think model.
Mm-hmm.
And so same thing. Like she. Not necessarily getting a degree. She worked at a hardware store and quit the job, and people are like upset that she quit her hardware store job
to come job. Like that's like minimum wage. Maybe she got 2 raises there.
Like, why are you mad at her for quitting Home Depot? Please.
You're not paying her bills. People get mad over the craziest things. Like, you're not even paying her bills.
And then y'all be mad when you go to Home Depot and it's the 22-year-old behind the counter at the paint stand, and she don't want to have to do nothing with you because she bought you
mix that paint right and give you your samples right. See, that's what I'm saying. They don't be mixing that stuff right.
She's the personality hire, remember?
Yeah.
She did say that. She was like, I'm definitely a personality hire.
So, you know, he says he's not ready yet, even approaching 30. And she said, well, she feels like when she gets to 30, that's what she would want. She wants to be settled and ready to start a family. I'm like, yes, girl. So that's not happening now. So you need to like come and get your influencer life, go, you know, about your business and travel. And then when you're 30, you'll be ready for this. Like I'm excited for her. Yeah, I'm excited for her, but I don't feel like, you know, Gabriel definitely ain't it. And unless somebody in her age range walks in the door, I'm not feeling that Trinity's gonna find her person, because
unless her and Bryce just stick it out until Casa.
That's possible. What I did with turning 30 though, I had a tongue ring since I was in high school, so I made it very ceremonial that I was an adult now. I'm going to remove my tongue ring and give it back to my youth because I'm now a woman.
But you know what? I had people ask me if I was going to get rid of my belly button piercing when I turned 30. And I was like, for what?
I think I took that out.
I'm telling you, when you in your 20s, you think like 30 is the pinnacle of like you grown, and you got to let childish stuff be in the past.
And mind you, like I was the total opposite, because again, you guys know I started having kids young, got married younger. Yeah. And so when I got divorced, I separated at 36 and I got divorced at 38. And when I was 36, 37, I went and got a nose ring. And my ex-husband walked into
that crisis, that divorce.
I always had wanted a nose ring, but because I was like married with kids, like my ex-husband walked into the room when he saw me. He's like, "You got a nose ring?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I can actually now do what I want to do without your judgment."
Right.
Like, so it's stuff like that. Like there was nobody to be responsible for me but me. Right. So kind of like what Bryce said, like I actually got to start doing
your youth back.
Yeah. my yes things. Yeah. Right. Without consequence of hearing somebody else's voice, opinion about it. Yeah. So he feels like he's just going with the flow, and they both agree they are here for fun. And I've also agreed these are not people who should be together. And I'm just like, no, stay away from her. Bryce and Kata play a game, and I was like, yeah, you are also two people who are not here for each other. So yes, we're going to play hacky sack, sure. And they bet
cornhole. That's cornhole.
Whichever one. I don't be playing this long game.
Yeah, cornhole. That's cornhole.
Yeah.
I was thinking, hacky sack is when you kick it, right?
Like on your foot,
like balls.
Are y'all really being technical?
I'm just saying.
Different things.
I don't be playing these damn long games.
Well, hey, hacky sack is more of like a high school game from my experience. So
like, we killed some cornhole in college.
Cornhole is kind of like tailgate parties.
Yeah,
really
competitive. You can win money. They be having cornhole tournaments on ESPN.
It's serious.
Money. It's serious now.
Yeah.
And hacky sacks, there are hacky sacks tournaments. There's some people I knew from school that were very good at keeping that ball up. Yeah, it's like it's hard to keep the ball up. Those soccer players are good at it, usually.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Are you okay with Tamika?
I was frozen. Sorry. So like, I think I wasn't just in shock. I was actually frozen.
Mary said, "What's next? Pickleball."
I've never played pickleball, but I'm kind of.
Well, they probably will insert that in a game. It'll probably become a game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is into pickleball. I was frozen again. Bryce and Kata played that game, and it was a bet according to Bryce, and whoever wins, one would kiss the other. I'm like, regardless, you're just trying to kiss the girl, so y'all could have wrapped the game up. But okay. Kata asked what's a big thing he looks for. He says loyalty, and she said, "Oh, same, because she's been cheated on." He said he's never cheated. Do we believe him? 29, he did cancer. I believe him.
I do.
Yeah.
He said he's going to do stuff.
Yeah. And then he asks what she looks for in a type, and she's like, darker features, tattoos.
Yeah, like, describing anybody but him.
Not you.
I know these people are sick. I know these people who do not have dark features are sick of hearing dark features.
But she says personality and vibe is important. She asks, what about him? He said dark hair, bright eyes. And she's like, so me? And he's like, yeah. And he said, hey, he won. And she's like, how? And then they just come to an agreement. The kiss was happening regardless
of who won, so just kiss him.
Yeah, so she did say he's cute. But she ain't coupling up with him. So Kenzie pulls Sean for a chat, and I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yes. No.
I asked he asked how she's feeling, and she said, oh, she's off that. And I'm like, great.
Don't believe you. Okay.
And then Kenzie says, well, what's his ideal situation? And he says he wants someone to choose green. And it's like, fair.
God, please.
And he says, but again, I think this man, I think he also is interested in the fairy tale.
Yeah.
Because he said,
so is she. That's why maybe they should get together, because she likes fairy tales.
Which I thought as well, but I don't think.
But nah.
He says he says he did it.
People can't never like the one who like you. Like the one who like you.
We gotta start doing that. He says he dated his high school girlfriend on and off till they grew up. So like that was his 10-year relationship, which is what I said last episode. I said that means that man was with somebody from his teenage years, broke up, went on dating apps, and got pregnant.
Yeah.
And so Kenzie says she just wants to be able to have someone invested in her But she loved the way Sean made her eggs and how it was presented. And I was just like, Sean is not giving her anything.
Well, she wasn't really letting him speak. He kept on trying to like interject and like try to have a conversation. She just kept on, I don't like, and then the turkey sausage, and he was like,
it's like watching a car crash. I'm like, girl,
like it could have maybe flowed somewhere, but she didn't allow him to be involved in that conversation.
Yeah.
And their confessionals were very telling. Like she was like, "Oh, I love the breakfast," and then he was like, "It's great to have somebody who understands what I'm going through."
Like, oh, maybe Kenzie. There was
no.
So they get ready for the night. Kenzie says she doesn't want to see Zach, and I'm like, okay, girl, now you pushing it.
You coming, Dad? You know.
Well, because it's embarrassing, and like she's gonna have to face the music, so it's she might actually.
Her outfit looked cute. I like that outfit on her.
And they told her she had to dress hot.
She had no choice.
And so Sean is kind of done with B. Like he basically talked himself into being done with her.
Yeah.
Kind of open, but not really.
Yeah. And they are worried about people coming, but they're also worried about people leaving.
Yeah.
And so I think that also started to stew in them that they could be vulnerable. So Casey goes to toast after the girls come down and the guys hype them up. They come down, and as soon as he was like, here's to ding.
The first ding.
I got a text.
The first season. And it's Islanders gather at the fire pit. And they're like, right now. And he's like, right now. And so they all down their one drink for the night to prep for what's about to happen and sit down at the fire pit. And so a text does come to Melanie next, and she says, please welcome back Trinity, Beatrice, and Gabriel. And they walk in hand, everybody holding hands. And then Casey gets a text, says, please welcome back Zach, Bryce, and Kada. And then they walk in hand. And so then the text goes like text roulette, and of course stops with each person that we know that the other person was going to pick.
Real messy.
And so the text says, decision time, who do you choose? And then it's lock in your answer with the kiss. And so we see Gabriel choose Beatrice, and they go in.
They kiss and kiss.
I said they still
kiss and kiss and kiss.
I was like,
and kiss.
What is the time in the Guinness Book? I mean,
like everybody was like, okay.
Everyone's uncomfortable. It's like uncomfortable.
And here go Casey. He like, that's fucked up.
And I laughing. I was like, please stop, please.
Don't do this.
Finally, somebody said it. Like that's.
So Trinity gets a text that she has not been. She didn't get the text. Somebody else got the text and said, "Trinity, you have not been picked. Sit ass down.
Sit down."
And she was like, "Okay." Kata's time to pick, and she chooses. Dun, 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 Zach. No shock there. None whatsoever.
Why Bryce got some Tim's on? He had on Tim's.
He did.
Very New York.
Maybe to make him taller because she's tall.
So Bryce is told to sit down as well. And then they don't kiss that much, like we said. And then we get more text, and it says, Trinity and Bryce, you were not chosen, but you get to remain a couple.
Woo. And they hype.
We back. We so big.
They're like, wait, so there was like no downside to that?
We got to explore, and we still in a couple. I mean, okay.
Good.
That was the best case scenario for both of them.
They were hyped because they're like, this is
Bryce is why, like, did I need to do that and go have that moment in the bed? Just to be back right where I am? Did I need to experience that?
Bryce didn't need to. The way he got embarrassed.
You better hope nobody find that out. So,
well, Jessica was saying earlier, like, hopefully they don't bring that up in movie night.
Oh my gosh.
Is it real possible?
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That would be so terrible.
Oh, child. Okay, we're gonna put a pin in that for movie night. And then Kenzie and Sean, they get told to stand in front of the fire pit, and they get told.
I was like,
the opposite of what I thought was gonna happen, which was for them to couple up. They get told that they're single and vulnerable and could be dumped from the island. I was like, what the fuck? So because they did not explore, they are getting the short end of the stick.
As soon as I saw that text, I was like, "Oh, the cat's gonna have to vote one out."
Oh, I thought
that's what I thought.
Maybe both of them.
I thought it was just gonna. I thought one because if you remember, Anaya was having that conversation.
And they did that with Charlie and
and she was just like, I don't want to see you go home.
Yeah,
right.
So I feel like the cast might be doing a little vote.
Next episode, though, or maybe another bombshell will come in too.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's a lot.
I'd rather bombshell come in and just do a traditional vote. I'm sorry, is that traditional?
I was hoping it would be like season 6, where like Hakeem and Thing walked in, Connor, and so a guy goes home. But I know I'm being very, very overly optimistic.
It might have to go to the other way because the girls pick the guys at the doors. So
yeah, that's what I am saying. Like, I think I'm being overly optimistic that we're gonna get to kick out a guy.
Yeah, but if it is a possible cast pick somebody, who do you think they're saving?
They'll save Sean. I think
they're gonna save Sean.
That's what I was thinking.
I think they'll think that Sean has a better chance of finding somebody.
Which is exactly like he has a whole kid. Bye, Kenzie.
That's what I'm saying. Poor Sean is a cop and he has a kid, but she still has a better chance to find him.
Poor thing.
I think because the guys would go for him, right? And then you would think, well, would the girls go for Kenzie? But I think Anaya would pick Sean because she want him to stay over Kenzie.
Already.
And then that would offset the vote. You know what I mean?
That's like, Kenzie gonna cry.
But B would want Sean gone, so maybe she'd convince the girls, like, come on, guys. So I don't know if she's really feeling Gabriel. So
yeah, but she might want Sean to stay because she might feel bad about everything.
She might want to have a conversation with him.
She won't have that conversation.
Yeah.
So she might.
And then Melody will be like, "Well, Mackenzie was complaining and crying, so maybe she should just go home."
I don't know. So who was it? It was Charlie versus Huda, right?
Yeah. And they saved Huda.
They saved Huda
every time.
Every single time.
Because there was one where the girls chose and that was Hannah. Hannah and
Jeremiah went home.
Jeremiah went home that time.
Mm-hmm.
And both
on Twitter are the 13-year-olds like? They like Hannah? Like who's the next like Huda that they're all gonna stand, or like Leah?
You know what? I haven't been on Twitter that steady to know that.
I can't tell. I mean, a lot of people
migrated off, and a lot of people migrated off of Twitter too.
Yeah,
Threads and Blue Sky.
I mean, to be honest, I'm seeing like most of the girls getting love and hate. Like,
let me check the app. Was there anything on the app today, or
there were some polls?
There was something. So, like, I think Melanie and Sincere were like.
Oh, it said vote registration will open soon.
Oh,
turn your notifications on.
A vote coming.
So votes, which means a recoupling is happening. Or they're gonna sit in these couples. Oh, this is gonna be terrible.
I don't know what's about to happen.
This is about to be terrible. I don't want to leave
it tomorrow night, so we know nothing.
They said date report card. What do you give Kata and Bryce's date? A fail. 46% said fail. That's what's winning. A fail.
It was bad.
What about
Trinity and Gabriel was a B.
Gabriel's date. What do y'all give that?
I gave it a B.
I gave it a B, but I think fail is what won.
No, C plus.
Oh, C plus is winning? Okay.
Yeah.
But I gave it a B. Whatever it was.
Yeah.
I gave what's Beatrice and Gabriel B plus. That seems to be winning. Mm-hmm. And then Kata and Zach, I guess I get at a B plus too. But an A plus is winning.
Oh wow.
They gave them an A plus.
Yeah, so they like
them. 8 out of the 4, for sure.
52% said A plus.
If you could couple up Gabriel with anybody, who would you couple up? The plane home to the Miami?
I mean, he's hot, but he's boring.
He was definitely a good bomb, but like I'm already over it. If you could couple up Kata with anybody, who would it be? The person she's coupled up with?
Yeah.
I'm good on that. But yeah, so the couple, here we go. Couples that have you swooning. This was before the recoupling. And I voted Anaya and Casey, but Melanie and Sincere are winning.
Mm-hmm. Melanie and Sincere are winning, huh?
Mm-hmm. So those are who people like. For the cast,
it's fine.
Yeah, for the cast, I think everybody likes most of the cast.
That's what I was saying. Like, it's really hard to tell, like, on Twitter. Like, there is not one standout at the moment. No.
Yeah. And then I think somebody said on a Reddit poll, like, Trinity was lower for some reason. But it seems to be that these people put hype on Trinity, like they did.
They put a certain idea of her in their head before they even let her come onto the villa.
That like they did with Shelly,
they
like they did
with Alondria. You know what I mean? Like
she's Trinity, you guys. She's herself,
right?
No, I'm serious. Like they this is what we see them do every season. They did it with Trina and Cash. They did it with Zeta and Serenity. They did it with Alandria and Shelly. They did it with Janae and Serena. And most of the time, who they aesthetically think is the prettier one is who they choose. And then who I usually think looks gorgeous as well is who actually wins out, because that also is the person with actual personality when the show starts. That people are like, oh, such and such has like a good personality or whatever. So but yeah, like they're just putting stuff on Trinity, and now they're trying to find reasons not to like her because like she chose Bryce or she chose to, explore. So
her hair,
whatever. Like
the deaf girl's hair.
Yeah, so I was not surprised that they found this episode boring because, like, I mean, I feel like everybody in the episode, whereas I didn't feel that way yesterday about the UK, everybody in this episode got to shine. I feel like I think it's very even. So that I'm even with Kenzie, I'm just like, girl, get it together, but like. If there's one person that I feel like needs to go, it would be her, but I mostly think it should be her because it's only between her and Sean, one. And two, I think she's not taking this situation well. And I feel like out of the two, she had the most heads up of her situation. She's not taking it well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
well.
Jessica says, as at least for now, they haven't pitted Anaya and Trinity against each other, but both girls
have been in the villa together though. Yeah, like not really, like for one half of the last episode, and then like now they're split apart, but it's probably gonna come.
It always comes.
It's good. So we will see. I'm taking this as a go. Personally, I felt like this was a good continuation.
It's a great episode.
I'm still down. I'm not seeing
too many. Can't talk for 2 hours about a boring episode. So
no. not at all. So I'm not sure why people thought it was boring, but
maybe they're boring.
Yeah, people are looking for certain things. I feel like certain people who came in season 6 are looking for that season 6 feeling. People who came in season 7 are looking for stuff that happened at the beginning of season 7 with certain people. And I am not. I have no set guidelines of those, and I love season 6.
We just want to see a good show.
Yeah, I just want to see these personalities, and like I said, I'm not even like right now with Trinity. I'm just ready for her to like come and just broaden her horizons and become an even more flourishing person. And if she finds love through that, I'm excited to see it. If it doesn't happen, I'm so excited to support her when she gets home,
because she can really grow during this experience.
Yep, she really could.
Especially with those women in the villa, she could grow.
Yeah. So we shall see. But you guys, that is it for us. I'm still here. I don't know. I don't know what people are wanting from this season, but
I think they're giving it. We were saying with the group chat that like strong start. It's
strong. They're giving me everything that I've been asking for from a Love Island season for the last year so far. So
everybody got a personality.
Yeah,
I'm hearing everybody talk.
Yes,
exactly. Everybody for the most part.
Yes, like I know so much more about these people than I felt like the people last season. I kept saying, but I don't feel like I know these people. Like, what does this person like? What is this person?
We're just more focused on drama and not getting to know them. And we're getting to know them. They're talking. They're having conversations, meaningful ones. Yeah.
Jessica says I'm fine with them saying it's boring. Maybe the weirdos will stop watching the show. We can go back to having fun. Maybe. Mary says I watch other podcasts and they don't watch UK, and I feel like they want the show to move faster, kind of like Survivor, who ends with someone going home every episode. No.
It's not Survivor.
I hate when they do that. Like right now, it was pissing me off. The UK might do that. I don't want that. I do not want that. I'll be upset that we're probably going to vote on Friday, it sounds like, and that there will probably get a dumping come Sunday. A lot of things can happen from now, which is Wednesday, to that time point. We only have one day off of that time point. So we can see couplings, we can see new bombs drop. So much could happen in that time frame before we vote. And I'm just fine with that.
Me too.
Just fine. So, yes. So, thank you guys for joining us. Guys, you can tell the people where they can find you at. Danita, you're up first.
So, you can find me on Twitter at NitaFut, Instagram, _and_sweet, and YouTube, Danita Faith TV.
Chantel?
So Instagram at ShanFranFran, or my YouTube channel, Reality Realness with 3 S's, covering UK right now. And I did record my reaction to this episode, so I'll see if I can snip it up and post that shortly. So stay tuned. It's the Summer of Love. Big Brother's coming in a month on RHAP. I don't know if I'll do any personal coverage, but there'll be a lot more me around these days. Oh, and also I have my charm school on Sunday School with Chappelle, where we're talking about the I Love New York Flavor Flav franchise. Right now we're on Charm School. Episode 8 is the next episode that we're on, and it's the best time. I love it. So definitely tune into that on Recap Kickback.
Awesome. And Miss T-Joy.
You can find me on Instagram at Miss T-Joy and Threads Miss T-Joy. YouTube at Miss T-Joy 1334. Okay. And the same thing on TikTok, Miss T-Joy 1334. So I'm working. I'm gonna text it to Mika so she can put it up there and y'all can see it visually next time. So I'm doing things.
And maybe Miss TJ will bring you the Bravo universe that I don't watch, because
come on, Summer House.
Yeah, so
I watch it all.
Yeah. But thank you guys for joining us. And course, as always, you can join me, Mika, at Entertainment in Color, just about anywhere. Entertainment and Co-Media on Twitter. And yeah, like Love Island every night. Hopefully I'm still getting back into the swing of things. Today, like, things got away from me, and I realized why is because I didn't have captions on, because my Peacock reset yesterday when I reset my entire browser.
Oh, yeah,
so,
you had to reboot and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so I have to make sure that, because sometimes that's how I take my notes, and instead of just listening, I catch it through the closed caption. But so yes, we will be here. Make sure you subscribe, put your notifications on, and so make sure you're liking these videos.
Yeah.
Make sure you're
Hype it up.
if you are watching this after the fact, because we had a bigger audience last night. We have about half of the audience that we had last night. I want you guys to put in your comments your thoughts. We read them, and I try to respond where I can. Again, we don't always agree, but it's always love here. So
Yes.
thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you next time.